YouTube channel. Let's continue our discussion still in the courtesy or the military courtesy. I would like to give you an idea and examples of courtesy many many events. Okay, and many events, not only in an area or in an event that you are talking to your boss or talking to your sir, but in many events, like for example, when you meet the person or when you meet your boss or when you meet your sir. Now, how you will show courtesy on him or to her? Now, the first, we'll talk on to the retired personnel of the military. Like for example, if a person or a personnel retired in the military, he's a general maybe, he can still use it after retirement. He can still use the rank general, or even he is no longer active in the armed forces of the Philippines, because that's in the law. Still, you are authorized to use it. Okay, maybe in the transaction of business or in other matters. Okay, you can still use. So, like for example, you are a retired colonel, still you can use it. And if they will address you as colonel, and then you are already retired, still that is a courtesy. Okay, and that's the right address. Now we will discuss on the one way of courtesy given to an officer or a military personnel, the salute. Okay, the salute. You know, my friends, I have heard the word being uh, being uttered or pronounced as salute, and some they pronounce it as salute. Okay, what is the right pronunciation of this? Well, I often heard, especially when we were in the military, kasi I've been there also, we pronounce it as salute. Okay, salute. So now we use that as the proper way of pronouncing the word salute. Now, what is really salute? Can you see it to civilian when they address or when they talk to other? No. Sometimes if they are cracking jokes, they salute, but that's not the way they address people, or they have the courtesy with people. But in the military, they really use that, and that's the highest courtesy. Okay, highest courtesy in the military, it is the salute. Okay, even you are angry, even you are hungry, you are happy, you are not happy. Okay, and then if you face an officer, you need to salute, for that is the highest courtesy. How to salute? Anyway, there are regulations on how to salute, when to salute, when not to salute, and exemption of salute. Okay, there are no, there are times, or there are ways on how to salute, when to salute, and not to salute. Okay. Now, first, salute is given to an officer in the military. Okay, an officer. In my first topic, I gave you the commissioned officers. So the lieutenants, I should say, because meron tayong dalawang lieutenants, the second lieutenant and the first lieutenant. We have also the captain, the major, lieutenant colonel, the colonel, and brigadier general. Then we have the major general, the lieutenant general, and the general. These are the commissioned officers. Okay, these are the commissioned officers that to be saluted. Not only that, of course, the flag. The flag is being saluted also as courtesy to the identity of the government. Of course, ang flag natin is very important because that's our name, the flag. So we need to salute, or the national flag. When we sing the national anthem, we salute. Okay, that's a courtesy on the flag. Okay, now we will discuss on or when not to salute. Kailan tayong hindi magsasaludo? Okay, kailan? Well, first of all, may mga instances or there are instances that we need not to salute. Even we come to appear with officers, like for example, if the officer is riding a horse, okay, definitely we will not salute on him, because if he will respond, he might fall. He might fall. So instead that he will be happy on your salute, he will become victim of an accident. Okay? Ano pa? When we are in church, in market, okay? In public places, that area might not an area for us to salute. Okay? Churches. Kung nasa market ka at namamalengke, maski hindi ka mag-salute doon. Okay? Ano pa? Yung tinatawag nating you are driving. If you are driving motor vehicle or motorcycle, then suddenly you have observed an officer approaching toward you. O yan, need not for you to salute. For that reason, you might entangled with an accident. Okay? There are still other events that you will no longer required to salute. But of course, when you are approaching with an officer, then you are not ready to salute, or you are outside, you just address him sir or ma'am, right? Then if a person is with a cigarette or consuming cigar, again, you are not required to salute. Okay? But if you want to salute, you remove the cigar, you keep it away, then you salute. Okay, so those are some events that the officer or the non-commissioned officer or even the lower officers will no longer salute. Okay, now sir, in every salute, are we also required to wait with the response of the officer? Well, yes. If you salute with an officer, you wait with the response. Okay, do not immediately bring down your hand. But of course, if you salute and then there is no response because of some events, it's up to you to bring it down, or use your brain to bring it down. It's very logical that when a person did not respond to you, but he moved out or he moved in other way, so you bring it down. Okay, the logic will tell us what we do in saluting. But when you are in front with an officer and still standing in front of you, not responding, do not bring down your salute, or do not bring down your hand. You wait for the response, because the response is very important. Okay, and that's one way of courtesy also. Do not immediately bring down your hand. That is really a good courtesy with your officer. Okay, with your officer. Now, my friends, kailan ba yung nararapat na pagsaludo natin? Kailan ba? Pag mag-report tayo, when we report to our officers, yan, we need to salute. When we approach with an officer, without anything on your hand, salute. When we are in the vigil, salute. Okay? When we are having our national anthem, you salute. When you are passing with the colors or the flag, you salute. Okay? Then of course with the higher officers, officers rather, the President of the Philippines. So these are the people or the events that we need to salute. Okay, so that is saluting. Now, how to salute? Okay, how to salute? Well, when we salute, we should remember that our hand is in clip. Okay, it should not be like that. Should not be like that, but it is a clip. Okay, straight like that. Then, yeah, so straight body. Then the tip of our middle finger should be on the eyebrows here, not like that, not like that. Okay, so it's be like that. Okay, so that's the way we salute. Okay, sir, is it like that? No, maybe yeah. Okay, so that's how to salute. In other places they salute like this, but in the Philippines we salute like this. Okay, now when we salute, remember that we need to have the response. As I said well back, when the response of your officer is not yet given you, do not bring down. But of course, when the person whom you saluted rather, move out or move in a different direction, of course, it's still logical, and use your brain. And bring it down. Why? Because there is no longer person who will respond you. Now, what if you salute the flag? Nobody will respond. Of course, a flag is not a person. A flag is not living organism. So what shall you do when you salute? After a few seconds, you bring it down. Okay, so that's saluting of our flag. So hope that I give you some ideas, thoughts regarding saluting. Again, do not forget to subscribe and click the button, share, then comment. Then you give things, ideas, also information to develop our conversation. Okay, thank you very much and good day.